Let's fly like a butterfly. Welcome to your weekly tarot reading. We are going to get started with the Mystic Mondays tarot deck, and then we are going to transition to the Angel Answers cards. So, first, let's start with Mystic Mondays. I hope that you are having a good week. Hope that everything is going well for you. I hope that you are in a positive mood. Actually, speaking of moons, so there is actually a new moon that is happening. Well, that's coming up. I'm going to try to incorporate a little bit more astrology in here. I need to definitely brush up on the timing of these eclipses, whether it's a solar eclipse, whether it's a full moon, whether it's a new moon. I know that there is a full moon coming up in Virgo. So pay attention to where that is coming up in your charts. So, based off of one thing that I can say, and again, this is something that I will try to incorporate more into my readings. So, one thing that I can say about Virgo is that Virgo, the energy around Virgo automatically, I think of service. A lot of times people think perfectionism, people think detail oriented, very kind of generic. And I could say that service is probably a very generic term for Virgo, but it feels more in tune with a Virgo. What I see Virgos doing, whether you can say they're perfectionists or detail oriented, it usually is to serve some type of end goal. There's something that they are working on, and that's exactly what I think of. Work, service. It's contributing to something in order to keep it flowing, to build upon it, to make it better, um, to fix something. And service feels very in tune with Virgo energy. So, with this new moon coming up, look at where Virgo falls in your chart and think about what are you doing in this house that you are servicing or serving. That might this reading may speak to you. I would also look into your opposite house in Pisces. In Pisces, I immediately think spiritual. I know, and I do not think it omits any other sign from being spiritual, but I feel that Pisces is one of those signs where I've heard of, and I'm not even going to get into the other adjectives because some of it sounds, it can be kind of a downplay and making Pisces seem like bad signs, but I think spiritual. And spiritual in a sense of seeking otherworldly intuition. I know sometimes they can be associated with psychic. So seeking otherworldly answers. I honestly think, and funny enough, with us using Mystic Mondays, it says in here to trust your intuition. I feel as if Pisces seeks answers that are based solely on within and that in tapping into your intuition. Highly spiritual beings. You may know some people who are Pisces that may be pastors, that may be people that work in maybe spaces like shamans, people who are they may consider themselves, they may, someone personally that may feel that they are empathic, and you see that they take on a lot of different energy. And then we have the archetype, which is the two fish swimming in opposite directions. So you may see that side of them that is other. I said they seek answers that are otherworldly, and I do think that there is still that tendency of when you tap into that energy, you pick up the good and you pick up the bad. And sometimes you'll see the fish when they are drawn, they kind of form the shape of yin and yang, and darkness doesn't exist without light, light doesn't exist without darkness. So you may see that. So where are you being spiritual? Where are you tapping into your intuition, but also having that Virgo type of attitude towards that house as well? Where are you showing or casting your shadow, and you need to check yourself or fix yourself or implement a system in your life to not project that shadow onto other people. Like and again, this is why there's opposite houses, or what they call sister signs, because one keeps the other, one shows the other who they are, and I feel like you could use it to keep the other in check as well. So I'm going to continue to try to incorporate more of these blurbs in my readings, and read more. Sometimes I might just say a little bit of what I know. Sometimes I may, regurgitate some things that I've read. But I do think that both go hand in hand, tarot and astrology, in a lot of instances, if you know a lot about either or. So come with me on this learning journey. Okay. So we're going to just want to see what cards come out. If none fly out, then we'll go ahead and pull one off the top of the deck. My shuffling is so off today. Although I'm not a perfect shuffler. Oh. And as I say that, so this card came out upside down. We have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Lots of emotion. There's something that you're not feeling. I don't even think it's a hole, like you're not fulfilled. It's something that you're not liking. It feels like a dislike. I don't enjoy this. The Hanged Woman. So the Hanged Woman is actually in the upright position because this card is in reverse. The Hanged Woman upside down. Normally, this is exactly how the card is supposed to look. The Hanged Woman. But it is in reverse. Two cards in reverse. That's quite a combination. Something you don't like. And when I look at this photo, it's funny, it's like she's sliding down to put her feet on. I mean, her feet are touching each other, but it's almost like, okay, I'm ready to go ahead and get down. I've been thinking about something, I've been assessing something, I don't like something. Now it's time to put my feet on the solid ground. And funny enough, with Virgo being an earth sign, it does feel, look at that. Now I want to put my feet on solid ground and figure it out. With the Seven of Cups, okay, looking at this card, you have so many options here. You have the snake, you have the heart. You don't know what you're going to get. You have the eye. You don't know what you're going to get. You're not feeling something. Normally, I don't do readings that are heavy on love. This feels like love. This feels like receiving love, but not feeling it. Like there's something that's off. You don't know what it is just yet fully. It's like something's off. I can't really put my finger on it. And I've been in this space of just kind of taking it. And now that the hanged woman is in reverse, oh, now all the blood is now coming back to all of my limbs. Something's not right. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, it seems nice and all, but something's not right. I'm not feeling this. So it's funny too, when you look at this, you have, I didn't say the other options. You have the rose, you have the moon, the sun, you have a crystal in the middle, heart, eye, and then there's a snake right at the bottom. It's probably what's making you not feel right. Something is off because the rest of these are pretty decent. The eye, as I said before about the Pisces being the opposite of Virgo, there could be that spiritual, like I know a lot of sometimes people will wear that evil eye to keep people from them, and that could be it. Where this cup is like, hey, watch out. Just just keep your third eye open. Cleanse your pineal gland. Something's not right. I'm not feeling it. I was in the beginning or for the most part or for all this time, but now I'm not feeling this. Something's not right and I need to go ahead and figure it out. Okay. Ten of Swords. This was like a cautionary tale, if I must say. You don't want to end up like this. Backstabbed. Feels more like it's that snake giving you all this love and affection, these roses. You're my sun, you're my moon. I have so much love for you. That crystal could, I wouldn't even take that literally. It feels like jewelry. And then there's this eye that pops up. And you're like, I don't know. Something's not right. And that could go both ways. I feel that something's off. And they could also be keeping an eye on you just to make sure that, look, let me make sure I can go ahead and, shower you with all this love. And I know how you're going to react. I know your routine. So I know what I can do to get over on you. That could result in this Ten of Swords, where not literally I mean, you could feel backstabbed for sure, betrayed, and it drained you. Especially with this hang woman, like I said before, where this whole time you were hanging upside down, all this blood is rushing to your head, and then now that you have this clarity because you felt that something wasn't right, it seemed all good, but something was off. Now that blood is you feel backstabbed. It drained you. Not my favorite message to do with love readings because I love readings that are about positivity, but I know under everything is not always love and nothing ever happens and it's all good. Let's pull some angel answer cards. Let's pull two. almost fell out. Mm, romance. Yeah, love reading. Romance. Definitely what you had or have or have. Depending on the timeline of all of this, it's romance for sure. Definitely with the roses and the heart. Definitely romance. It's love. Even if you feel betrayed and backstabbed, you know that this was real. It wasn't for play. There was love. There was love. And probably still is, but it's just you can't really make me believe or forget about what you can't make me believe that you fully considered me in your actions, and I won't forget what happened. But nevertheless, there was romance. I mean, of course, when it's romance, that's what made you feel so like I'm almost floating. When it's in the correct position, you're floating, you're chilling. Everything is peachy keen. If 10 of Cups was upright, everything is great. And then your world comes crashing down. But there's definitely romance. This could be speaking to a past relationship as well. And I don't know if this is for someone who is still in a space where you can't get over it and move on. And so you are constantly thinking about it and trying to figure out, how do I get over this? Peaceful resolution. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't feel like it definitely can drain you and you'll feel betrayed. But there still is a feeling of like, you know what? We're just not for each other. I don't think that you want a knockdown, wild, tragic, nasty, malicious breakup, because things can go south with some relationships real fast and real hard. But it definitely feels like there is I just want us to move forward. You There's nothing here that says it doesn't mean that there's a breakup. It could very well be we move on from this and we work on us, or however you want to handle it. But whatever it is, it's peaceful. It's something that is kind to both parties. And maybe you do get an apology in the form of words and action, and things work out better. You just went through something and you move forward. Um, but again, it does feel like, whether this is past, you may have been in this situation with someone and the peaceful resolution was to break up, but you keep thinking about them, or the peaceful resolution was to move forward, and you haven't encountered these types, or whatever it was that made you start questioning and made you start feeling like something was off. um, or whatever that was, you probably just were like, you know what, okay, we just move forward. This also, what I said with the hanged woman, where it's like I need to put my feet on solid ground, could mean that you you are now in that process of thinking about, now that I know something's off, something's wrong, if it is my intuition that's telling me it's this, I'm already thinking about how we can both move forward and what I need. And it might not be what my partner feels is best, but this is what I need. And you're thinking about the both of you because again, there's romance here. It's love. There's a lot of love. This Ten of Cups, so in reverse, there's love, but it's still just like, no. So to that, I say good luck to you, whoever this resonates to. Okay, good luck to you. And if this did not resonate with you, release it into the universe for those it does. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.